Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine Bintz, fitness coach, nutritionist, and massage therapist. It's December of 2024 and I'm coming to you from Schererville, Indiana, and we're at the culminating end of our 9th skill of 9 skills in this precision nutrition coaching program. So thank you to everybody who stayed with me throughout the year in 2024. We started these skills in April of 2024. So if you go back, and I'll create a YouTube playlist so that you can review each of these skills. What they are precision nutrition, 9 beginner skills. And the skills are designed to help you to eat better. So as a nutrition coach, which I also use this in my personal training, and then of course if a client is having a lot of pain, we might look at their diet to see if there are triggers that are causing them definitely GI discomfort, but any other problems in their body, specifically headaches, because some foods can trigger headaches. But in review, the 9 skills from precision nutrition, the first skill, and you'll find this in April, in my April challenge, is to plan, prioritize, and prepare. The second skill, so that would have been May of 2024, is to regulate eating behaviors. The third skill would be June, which is match energy intake needs to needs and goals. So April, May, June, July brings us to choose higher quality foods more often. August is to provide adequate nutrients. September, move often and well. October, rest and recover. November, create a supportive environment. And then the 9th skill, which we are finally here, is to regulate emotions without food and eating. So for those of you who've been with me since the beginning, this is a progression. This is a series of skills. So I highly encourage you for 2025, if you are brand new to my YouTube channel, which is just my name, Elaine Bintz, if you're just getting exposed to this information, whether it's in my monthly email list or through Grow with Elaine, which is my private Facebook group, please go back to skill number 1 in April of 2024 and go back to planning. So planning, I feel like anytime there's been a change in life, please go back to the planning part of your diet, and I can help you with that as a coach, or you can review the tips from the video. But it is important to start at skill number 1, but then after skill number 1, between 2 and 9, you can kind of go in any order that pertains to you. So let's get to skill number 9, which is regulating your emotions without eating and food. So I am a diet and exercise holistic person. So my degrees are in exercise physiology and dietetics. So going to college, I studied the mechanics and the science behind diet and exercise. I later went back, after practicing for about 15 years, I went back to become a licensed massage therapist. But in the realm of nutrition, our goal is to help the clients to eat better. So something we often hear is a concept called emotional eating. So I am not a licensed counselor. I am not a mental health professional. And if you do have a diagnosed eating disorder, I do refer you out to the proper mental health professional. But in the realm of making decisions based on how you feel, sometimes that's okay. Other times, if it is excessive. So if you find yourself overeating often based on your mood or your feelings, oftentimes that overeating can result in excessive caloric intake and then gaining weight. So some of the concepts and the tips, if you are trying to regulate your emotions without eating and food, a really common concept now is fasting. So a lot of people are already using this skill in their everyday life, whether it's intermittent fasting, where they are picking a portion of their waking hours to eat, and then they have certain hours where they don't eat, and part of those hours typically are going to be the non-eating window. Part of those hours would be when they're sleeping. So you don't necessarily have to go as drastic as fasting, like some of you that follow me on Facebook, usually twice a year, sometimes more often depending on life circumstances, if I do need an opportunity to fast for a day or two, I will do a water only fast. But know that working with a dietitian or someone in the nutrition world, we want to monitor you to make sure if you are going to be doing a water only fast, there's a pre-water fast where you prepare your GI tract for the fast. There is the actual fast itself, and usually as an accountability coach and someone who supports my clients, if it's your first time doing a water only fast, I highly encourage you to recruit support. And then there's post fasting. So if you are coming off of a fast, whether it's a day or 2 or 3, or depending on your religious beliefs, sometimes the fasting can be up to a month. That there's a protocol that is best for the gastrointestinal system in order to transition back from a water fast back to eating solid foods. So there's protocols with that. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have a lot of information on fasting. The second tip for how to regulate your emotions without eating and food is to separate your urges from the actual behavior. And what does that mean? So for example, I might have a client say, okay, I'm PMSing, it's that time of the month. I really have the urge to go eat half a pound of chocolate or something that is, of course, biochemically their body is saying, I need more calories, I need more food. And then their brain has the urge to say, I want the specific food to be chocolate. So I highly encourage, if you're in that position, whether it's chocolate or whatever the urge is to take a pause and think and reflect, because the urge doesn't have to automatically go to a behavior. The urge can be a thought or a feeling or an emotion that gets stopped or shunted, and it doesn't actually follow through. You don't have to go to the store or go to Fannie Mae. You don't have to actually go do that behavior just because you had the urge. So working with a coach, we can help you with the discomfort associated with sitting with these emotions, whether it's food related, alcohol related, even going through fasting when someone starts a first protocol, even if they're only doing like a 12-hour or a 15-hour fast. It can be a mind game. It can totally be a mind game regarding what you are not putting in, because we are responsible for what we do and what we don't do. But separating the urge from the behavior is a skill, and I understand that, especially if you grew up in a household where there were rules such as cleaning your plate, and there were certain expectations for eating behavior. A third tip in order to regulate your emotions without food and eating is to use what we call the wise mind. So definitely in the dietetics world, we will look at things such as food allergies, food intolerances, if you have any GI diagnosis, gastrointestinal diagnosis. So say, for example, you've been diagnosed with celiac disease. Of course, we would not want you consuming gluten or products that contain gluten. So we have to use our history about the client or the patient to look at the diet and to strategize if they want a pizza. Say, for example, they're going to go out for pizza, using their experience and their wise mind in order to plan ahead for what they can eat so that they don't trigger a flare-up. And this goes beyond the realm of food allergies and intolerances. Anyone can have a wise mind in regards to what they're going to eat. And a lot of that goes back to that first skill of planning, prioritizing, and preparing. So if you're going on a cruise, holiday, it's December, a lot of people are traveling for the holidays. You're going to be at a favorite aunt's house or you're going to be in an environment where there might be a holiday party. And there's going to be that trigger food. There's going to be that urge. We can plan ahead and prepare and prioritize how much you're going to allow yourself to eat, what the conditions are walking into the holiday. The average American gains about 8 to 11 pounds every holiday season, which I would say from the nutrition world, the holiday season starts as early as October. So by the time you've gotten to December, you've already gotten through Halloween, Thanksgiving, and potentially some holiday parties already. But using your wise mind in order to make decisions that you're going to feel good about the next day. Not just psychologically feel good, but actually feel good in your body and in your skin, so you don't have like a caloric hangover. And then the fourth tip is to check out your resources. So in the moment, you are driving to your friend's party, you're going to a holiday party, use YouTube. Use your resources, not just my resources that I developed, but even motivational speakers that encourage you and support you to make good decisions. So as far as regulating your emotions, this is highly specific and highly personal. So there's going to be a limit to how much an outside person is going to be able to influence your daily decisions. It's really important, not only in my practice with my company, Energy and Wellness, but in the realm of working with any healthcare professional, is when you've gathered the information and you've made a plan, is to take as much of your support system as possible and hold them in your mind and your heart. So when you get to the place where you need to execute the good decision or the healthy decision, you have that support team with you. So again, this is Elaine Bintz, fitness coach, massage therapist, nutrition. I cannot believe it is December. So this is my challenge to you in this month. It's usually a month in the Midwest, definitely of a lot of parties, a lot of gatherings, is to try to regulate your emotions without food and eating. And I know everyone tells me, usually people tell me there's a family member that triggers them to go do X, Y, Z, drink, eat, whatever you fill in the blank. But maybe this holiday season, try to make better decisions for your mind and your body and your temple. And then these 9 skills, I will make a playlist so that you can go back to all of these skills, the 9 skills. So if you go back and click on the first video, you should be able to review the remaining 8 videos. Though there will be more videos if you're following me on Grow with Elaine or you're a YouTube subscriber. I will have more videos in the month of December, but back in 2025, I'd like to start up some more interviews. So if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have done interviews. But if you are a local business or any company that's going to support health and wellness, I would like to find some more businesses for first quarter, January through March, to interview and then share with you their awesome services. All right, so again, it's Elaine Bintz, health coach, personal trainer, massage therapist. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Happy holidays and have a great day. Bye.